Hey everybody, Matt Connerton here from local Outbreak. This week on the show, we've got an in-studio interview with members of the band Chasing the Devil. They've got a brand new single, Beautiful Nightmare, a bit of a New Hampshire supergroup. It's got members of Purge DI, Ballast, Caster, Dogfight, the Blackout Summers. It was great sitting down with these guys. Chasing the Devil in studio this week on local Outbreak right here on 100.1 The Planet. Now, bringing you the very best in New Hampshire-based local music on IPMNation.com and 100.1 The Planet, this is Local Outbreak. We got a bunch of guys in here from the band Chasing the Devil. Welcome, gentlemen.
Thanks for having us.
Absolutely.
Hello, Matt.
Absolutely. Let's do this. We will start at the news desk, and I just want to go around, have everyone introduce themselves, so it takes the pressure off me, so I don't screw up anyone's name.
Put the pressure on me, I guess. I see how it is.
That's right. You can handle it.
Yeah.
Go ahead, sir.
I don't know what's going on in the news, but my name's Jay. How are you guys? It looks like the weather's nice, little overcast skies. Chance of rain later on today. No, I can't do this.
You're doing great.
Thanks.
You didn't stutter. You didn't stumble.
Did I have that radio voice? I'm working on the radio voice.
That was very good.
Yeah.
That was very good.
Thank you.
And what do you do in the band?
I sing in the band, and glad to be doing it. This is a great group, great bunch of guys. We've been working at this for a long time, playing a long time, and been talking about this project for a little bit, and it feels great to finally get back together with our brothers and my brothers and to create this project here.
Outstanding.
Yeah.
And you, sir, with the hat. By the way, somebody in the chat room was commenting, how come somebody's wearing a hat? It's summer.
He's got a cold head.
Oh.
He runs cold. Yep.
Just hiding my bad hairdo more than anything.
I can relate to that.
Yeah.
I can relate to that. You can go ahead and introduce yourself, sir.
I'm John, and I play guitar in the band.
Yes.
Yeah.
And your last name is pronounced Rife.
Rife, yeah.
Rife.
I do hear Reef a lot, though.
Yeah.
You're not the first one.
See,
by any means.
that's why I say, I'll just let you guys introduce yourselves so I don't screw up anyone's name. All right. And you, sir?
I'm the bass player. I go by Q, Mike Q, but everybody calls me Q that knows me. Just play bass. That's pretty much it.
And you?
I am Eric.
He sounds so sultry.
So serious.
He does.
Wow.
I play guitar and put mics on things.
Hey now.
Oh, so you handle the...
That didn't come out quite right.
Yeah. Once again. Hey now.
He runs the tripod.
But it sounded so good, man.
It did, didn't
so
it?
good.
Yeah,
Yes.
that was sexy. Yeah.
Thanks for having us.
Of course. No, this is really cool. We've been playing, I gave, John sent me the single Beautiful Nightmare, which I love.
Thank you.
It's
Appreciate it.
like I said, I mean, you got a hit there, You know what I mean? I mean, that's catchy as hell. The production is phenomenal. And, we did a world radio premiere for it here on this show.
Absolutely.
And then I've played it a few times since then, and Jenny, my partner, she loves it too, and I've probably listened to it like 30 times. It's a really great track. And you guys have all been you've all been in other bands like Purge DI, and I played a Blackout Summer song earlier. That song Philly recorded at the Revelry Studios, and so Blackout Summers, John, that was you, right?
Yeah, exactly.
You
Yep.
and anyone else who's here?
Nope,
And
just me.
Has anyone in this room been in a band with somebody else in this room prior to you?
These two.
You
Yeah.
gu's
Yeah,
okay.
we've been in a band for a long time.
Long time.
Yeah.
Small little group.
Yeah.
Little band called Dogfight.
Dogfight. I played. What the hell is it? Standing Still.
Beautiful.
At the top of the show today.
Yeah, that was the second single we had out.
I remember that song. It's funny because and I've been doing it throughout the week. Just been playing songs from some of the different bands that you guys have been in anticipation of today, and I was like, I found that song today. I was like, I remember this. I remember hearing this song.
Great band, man. Really great band.
Yeah.
Hey, I wanted to say thank you so much for the plays, man. I think I sent you a message. It means a lot to us.
Yeah, it does. It means a ton.
Yeah, it really does.
And it's just it's got us all jeeped and excited, to come here today. So it's just we're really grateful.
Thank you guys.
Yeah.
Happy to do it. Like I said, it's a great track, and you guys have all been. I've been kind of referring to you on the air as a super group because you've
See, that's the other thing. You set the bar pretty high there, and I'm like, wow,
super local group.
There you go.
Sounds better that way,
More
right?
accurate.
Well, but I mean, the people who are in the scene, people who know the history of the scene. I mean, they know all the bands that you guys have been in, right?
Yeah.
It's code for experience.
That's right. That's right.
Definitely all put our time in, that's for sure.
Yeah, we have.
And I played. Actually, I remember it was might have been like 6 months ago. You showed up in my chat room one day, and I played "I Am."
Yeah, I'm a creeper like that. So I was listening.
Purge DI, and I was like, man, I remember that song really gets stuck in my head. That was you guys got some airplay with that, right?
Oh yeah, we
Back
got even Dogfight and Purge, a bunch of air. I don't know if were you spun, John?
Yeah.
You were. So I mean, all these guys have been some commercially spun, and so we feel really blessed, to have that. But we also have an awesome local presence. Mm-hmm. And we have people that have come out of the woodwork to say, man, what's going on with this project? What's happening?
Yeah,
and to be able to release, and we've been waiting to get this, kind of incubating the song and trying to get more stuff. And there's so many more great songs coming out.
Yeah.
But to give them something finally, and to get some feedback, it's just it feels great,
Yeah.
Especially for the local scene here, and we're excited to be here.
Yeah, very cool. And you guys got two. We're gonna play the track in a moment, but you guys got a show coming up July 15th at Angel City Music Hall. I was in there recently. That's a nice place. It's relatively new though, right? It hasn't.
It's newer. It's a great
9
venue.
months. Yeah, it's been around.
Oh, okay.
Great food, great atmosphere, just great ownership. Everything's been great over there.
Yeah,
Johnny Thomas, man, he's done a great job with that, and everybody else has been working with him. It's a really great place to see a show, and I think that's what the city needs, is a really good venue. And I mean, there are other great venues out there, but this one he really went above and beyond.
Yeah.
So,
He's been a great supporter of local music too. Back in the day, JT's done
all of our stuff.
things.
I mean, all of our
us.
careers. He's been there with us. So there's much love there for them too. For him.
Absolutely. Yep. You've got and you're going to be on there with Grace Drive and Trigger Toe.
Yep.
Very cool.
Yeah, some good bands.
So that's going to be on the 15th, starting at 8 p.m. at Angel City Music Hall.
You might hear some old goodies too.
Yeah, some local covers.
Oh, no kidding.
Local covers.
Oh,
Local covers.
Are you guys telling me now? Should I be ready?
I like it. And I also want to say too, for those watching online, before we play the track, thank you for the shirt.
Oh, we got one for Jenny too.
Oh, you did. Very nice.
So-
Very nice. Yeah. Chasing the Devil. Hey, who came up with the name, by the way?
Oh, man.
That's a long story.
I want to know because the name. See, here's the thing.
To pump you up.
When I first saw the name Chasing the Devil, this was my reaction. I was actually jealous. I was literally jealous that I've never been in a band that had a name that cool, because I think that is such a cool name. I was actually mad that why didn't I ever think of a name like that when I was in with any of the bands I've been in.
Hey, Chemical Distance was pretty cool, man. So
thank you, but
that's a great name.
But I didn't. It is a great name, but I didn't think of it, so I can't take credit.
Okay.
For it. I was in a band called Broken Hell. That was a pretty cool name, but I didn't think of it. They already had the name when I joined.
There's nothing like being in a room full of 5 guys trying to figure out a band name.
Yeah,
that's
and
super
it just
fun.
gets ugly and bands. Usually, I'm sure there's bands out there that just break up for that decision.
Oh yeah.
And thank God we stuck through it.
Yeah.
Tell the story, Jay.
Come on.
Oh, it's not even. It should be this glorious thing, right? It's an awesome story.
Yeah.
So because we're older, I'm older, and Q and I were working out, and he finished his set. I know, boring story. I'm going to get through it. And we were working on names, trying to figure out names, and he drops the weights, in frustration of his physique. And
Yeah, thanks, buddy.
wow.
and he's like, he drops, and I swear to God, he's like, man, it's like chasing the devil, and he just walks away. I'm like, what did you say? He goes, He's like,
I said change the weight.
Change the level.
So all those years of playing, that deafness really helped in regards to them making the name of the band. So we stuck with it. We looked at each other. We're like, yeah, man, that's it. Let's just see if the other 3 guys can freaking say yes on it. So
wow.
Yeah, we stuck with it. So we love it. There's a lot of cool meanings to it for us. I think where we were, and where we are in our life.
It's fitting.
So,
Very fitting.
Yeah. No,
it was a universe.
Yeah.
They just gave us a little gift for that. So
no, very cool.
Yep.
I love it. I love
me
it.
too.
Let's all right. Let's hear this. And some listeners, of course, have heard it because I've been playing it quite a bit. But such a great track. So here it is. We're gonna give this a listen, and then we'll come back and we'll talk some more. This is the debut single from the band, Chasing the Devil. This is Beautiful Nightmare. There it is, Beautiful Nightmare, the band Chasing the Devil, and we've got the guys from Chasing the Devil here in studio with us. Actually, they have another band member who might even be calling in.
Oh yeah, Seth.
But, Seth, yeah, where is he?
He's on the Cape. He's rescuing seagulls.
good.
Greenpeace.
Greenpeace
Yeah.
work with his family. He's really doing a lot of really good work.
He's been
out
big
there.
into that lately.
Yeah, no, I think that's nice. That's
He needs to. Yeah,
it's good karma, you know.
it really is. He's been. Yeah, I think he's saved
Maybe
5.
he won't be pooped on.
No, because they respect him after.
Oh, good luck.
yeah.
Yeah.
So
Who came up
we
with
do
that?
wish he was here. He's a good character, man. But
Now, has he been at what? Has he been in any bands around here? That?
Ballast and Castor.
Oh, okay, right.
Yep.
Yeah, I remember interviewing. I was talking to Jenny about. I interviewed Castor at our house where we live back when I was, because for a while I was actually, setting up my portable setup there, and did I ever interview Ballast? I might have. I've lost track. It's been a long time.
That was Ballast
happens.
was a lot further back. Like I remember having Ballast played the Blackstones Lounge over at the Margate way back, like 2010, 2011, like that era.
Maybe that's why I'm thinking I interviewed them,
Yep.
because I probably just met them because I was probably at one of those shows,
one of the Blackstone
or maybe
shows,
even
yeah.
played one of
Sure.
those. Yeah, those were fun. That was a cool setup there.
Yeah.
Because you were running all the shows, right? If I remember correctly.
Yep.
And I remember playing there with Chemical Distance, and Local Outbreak was involved. And
Yeah, that was awesome.
Yeah, that
Good
was
time.
That was a lot of fun. We were talking too while the song was on about how much it's changed in terms of distributing. Like you brought up, when you have a song and it's ready to go and you want to get it out to the world, and in terms of distributing it to radio stations, and of course now we have social media and all of it. It's so much easier to get music out there.
We're really blessed.
Yeah.
That it's just the access is so much easier
Yep.
than when it was when we were.
God, sell our
Younger.
soul to the devil. Pun intended.
Oh yeah. It's it's really a different world. And now, so this is obviously a new track, but are you guys what's the plan? Are you going to do an album? Or are you going to just do this track by track? Because the other thing that's changed from 20 years ago is, it's not the old paradigm where you put out a full album or an EP. But maybe a full album, and then you do a bunch of dates, and you try to set up a tour, and you go through all that, and then eventually you record the next album. But now with the internet, you can do it any way you want to.
But I think that's.
I guess at the end of the day is we'd like to get another single ready to go while we're working on the album, per
Yeah.
se, if that's a thing anymore.
Yeah.
But we're looking, the end goal is to hopefully we can get ourselves on a nice 30-day tour, hit the U.S.,
Yeah.
jump on something, get our feet wet, and then come back and work on some more music. That's pretty much the goal. We want to keep moving forward,
Yeah.
I think it's like the proof's in the pudding. If people are really gravitating to the stuff we're doing, and those opportunities arise, I think that's a great goal to have. But I think, I would love to have keep giving people some music to listen to, while that album's being created. And I think like Eric said, it's such a relief to be able to get people to hear the stuff.
Well, you don't want to take 8 months?
No, 8 months. Or to find the guy, right? To find the guy that's going to, set this thing up. Or, you're waiting on all the heads that be to get your music out there. And I think it's great for a lot of bands that are out there, man, getting their music played,
Yeah. So when you say 8 months, so it took 8 months to put
to
this
figure out who
song-
we were and what it is and what we're doing. And then,
Yeah.
And then again, what track we wanted to record, because that's a whole battle in its own.
Yeah.
Everybody's got their opinion.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like being married. 4 other
Yeah.
dudes.
Well, the thing is, like,
We laugh,
We
but
fight
it's true.
like brothers.
Yeah.
Like brothers. Yeah. There you go.
Yeah. There's a lot of love.
we have our counseling session after this, down the street.
Yeah.
So,
It's downstairs.
you better be quiet this time.
There you go. There you go.
So yeah, that's pretty much the goal is to get back in the studio, and we're gonna run with it, take momentum, and just keep pushing
Yeah.
forward.
We're having fun too.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we are
We're
having
having
part.
fun.
blast.
I think that's everything for us. We've been playing for so long, battling, just trying to make it our career. We love it so much. We'd love to make that our career and our life, so we've been just in the trenches for such a long time.
Yeah.
So now it's just like we're at this point where we're just really happy to be together, really happy to play music, really happy to be open, and we're open and creating. And that's everything. So we're already winning there, and I
Yeah.
think for a lot of bands it's hard to keep. Aw, Snoogie. I can't hug you. I'm all tied up here. But it's huge, and I think that's a hard thing for bands, man. It is a relationship, and so staying together and staying consistent is huge. You know, that's our goal.
Yeah.
To keep together, keep riding. You know.
Yeah.
So
We laugh a lot.
Yeah. No,
That's half of it. You see how we are. We're
I'm not
jokesters.
laughing right now.
No, you're not. Back to the gym.
No, it's important.
Man.
It's important to be able to laugh with each other, and it's I mean, I like me. I just know from my own experience playing in bands, and I at one point I was in a few different bands at once, and it seemed like a lot of people wanted to play with me, but I had no illusions about the reason. It wasn't because there was anything special about my bass playing. It was just because I was a laid back personality and people could get along with me, and that's actually a big
That's
big
half the
thing
battle.
because
Huge element, yeah.
because if you all it takes is having one when you got a band when you got 3 or 4 or 5 people together, and if you got
Egos
one
for days.
and if you got one person in the band who's not good for the group, and not in terms of the music, but just in terms of the mix of personalities.
Yeah, it can be some poison. Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely.
Bad apple.
I'm
That's a huge
grateful I'm
influence.
still here.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm grateful too.
I third that.
Well, there you go. So how did this happen? How's it the four of you came together? Obviously, you all knew each other from the scene and the various bands.
Me and Eric been playing together since we were 16,
High school?
17. A
Oh,
long
no
time.
kidding.
High school.
Oh, wow.
standing out.
It's about 50 years ago.
Yeah, about 5.
1980 something.
It's a long time ago. We'll just leave it at that. But yeah, we've been gelling. It's when we play together, me and Eric, you can tell that we're playing together. The music that
Yeah.
comes out, how we write together, rhythmatically driven.
Yeah.
People like to call it lead bass. I try not to. We have a rhythm guitarist with us now, so I'm going to try to pull back a little bit. It's tough.
Yeah.
I spent 20 years being lead.
Yeah.
So with all that being said, is we have time together. Jay was in Purge. Obviously used to battle against us in Dogfight,
we used
local
to have some
bazooka.
amazing. We'd look at each other side stage and some of these
10,000
venues and be
people.
like,
Let's
"You're
go."
going down." He'd look at me. You're going down, and
Yeah.
it was just this like healthy competition, but we
Super
wanted
healthy.
and all it was just like, let's put this show on. Let's
Yeah.
see who can get a really good
Guys are
reaction.
paying
Yeah.
$20. We're going to give you $50
Yeah, man, and that's
worth.
the
Yep.
other thing. It's all about that, man. These people are coming out. Give them a
Yeah,
show.
they're coming to see us, man, on the 15th. I'm going to tell you, we still think we're 21. When we're on stage, it's like nothing has changed.
Yeah.
Nothing at all. It's a live show. It's full of energy. So you're going to get your money's worth, if not more.
Yeah. That's awesome. And so how did this? How did you record this Beautiful Nightmare? Do you work with a producer, or is it all? Do you do it all yourselves? Because it's
Yes, and yes.
Because the production,
except for one. Yeah.
for one.
Yes. Yeah. So go ahead, Eric. Man, you love it. You're the mic guy.
Eric's the man.
We worked. We self-produced the instruments. We sent it out to L.A. to Anthony Resta
Oh wow, there's
and
Yeah,
Cariotti.
yeah. Yep.
His partner out there.
Okay.
They did a
Those
tremendous
guys.
job. They added some air candy, tightened up some loose ends.
Yeah.
They did the mixing. We had it mastered out there as well. They
Okay.
sent it back, and
And Matt, once again, something we couldn't do years ago. You couldn't
Yeah.
send your stems via the
Right.
cloud.
Right.
And have somebody in LA mix. You're going to go sit and pull your own teeth in the studio.
yeah.
So
Yep.
this was a new run for us to see
Yeah.
how it was going to come out, and obviously proof is in the pudding. It
Oh,
came
yeah.
out pretty good.
Yeah.
We're happy with it.
Yeah. And you guys probably, I assume, at some point you worked with Resta before.
I have. Yeah.
He has, Purge DI.
Okay. Yeah. Because I was going to say, it seems like, he's pretty well known around here.
We were with Prism Sound and John Ellis. That's where we did a lot of our albums.
Okay.
He did some Godsmack stuff and
Okay.
stuff like that. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Again, like you guys were saying too. We live in a time where you can do that. Where you can send,
It's amazing.
Dropbox a file to somebody or whatever. It really is. It really is remarkable. So the recording process that you used for this song, is that going to be the process going forward, or
Absolutely.
might it change? Or
I think so. I think it's so freeing.
yeah.
You know what I mean? To
Yeah,
be
we
able
get
to
to-
experiment. Maybe not for
and
8
work on
months,
our
but-
time, right? So
Yeah.
we have some challenges to work through. We learned some things through the experience, but I think we got a good core, we got a good base, we'll build off of that.
Yeah.
It's all about
It's
the bass.
time, right? We have time. It's always about the bass.
Come on, Matt.
Lead bass.
Oh boy. Now, what about, are you guys, obviously you've got the show coming up. We should plug that again on the 15th at Angel City Music Hall. You guys,
Yep.
do you have a lot of other shows planned this summer, or are you just kind of starting to play out with this?
This is just the beginning of it all. You know what I mean? We've released a song. We feel like it's okay, great. And kind of like we said, we're going to go right back into the laboratory, create something else, and release that. So we're going to keep working, and I'm sure there'll be a show.
But we're
in there.
ready. We're ready if we get called upon. We're ready now.
Yeah,
Yeah,
absolutely.
yeah.
So I think that's if it comes to be, then we'll set that date for a show, man. But we want to make sure it's a good place, a good venue for people to come to. But absolutely, it's time.
We're happy to be at Angel City for our first one.
Yeah, no, that's
good
It's
maiden
coming
voyage.
back to family. It's
Yeah,
kind of what it is. We're bringing it back to family.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Johnny, that Johnny from Spider Bite and Angel City, and he's always been family too. Even Dogfight, myself. I don't know if he's
Oh, and if you go in there, you can see all the local music he puts up on the walls from over the years.
Oh, no,
every
It's a
from every
fantastic
band.
venue.
Yeah,
Fantastic.
man. Every
Yeah.
band.
Yeah, I've only been there once, but
Just look around.
Yeah, it's like a little
briefly, but-
museum, you know.
Well,
Yeah.
Matt, it'll be twice on the 15th if you end up showing up.
Yeah.
Yeah,
We'll
no
save you a booth.
pressure.
Yeah.
Well,
Calling you out?
What time are you guys going on?
10:30.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ish.
That's possible. My Friday nights are spoken for because I'm here, because we do a second show from 7:30 to 10.
Yeah.
Live at
Friday
Angel City.
nights, but it does wrap up at 10. So
No pressure.
so I could actually get over there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not too far. It's a 9-minute drive.
It's like a football field that way, right?
Yeah. I mean, no pressure, Matt. I mean, look at his face like, I don't know if I can do it.
Probably just no.
How were you guys before?
Actually, it's very doable. It's very possible. Yeah, maybe Jenny would want to go with me. I could run home, pick her up, and bring her.
Absolutely.
That would be cool. Actually, yeah.
Where is Jenny?
She's at home.
What's she doing at home?
I don't know.
Listening.
I thought,
She's
Chat online.
She's watching online. Oh, but she did say thank you for bringing her a shirt.
yeah, Jenny. V-neck. Little V-neck. They're soft, too.
Ah.
We do have to promote
Yes.
the softness of our shirts.
That's right.
These aren't just these regular band merch
These are
shirts.
not the reg. No, we went high-end soft tees. Yeah.
By the way, Jay, you celebrated an anniversary with Purge DI not too long ago, right?
Matt, you got it. You went there.
Well, I saw something on Facebook about it. And why? What?
No, it was our 25th anniversary with the band.
He was 10.
They sounded. I was there. They sounded fantastic.
Yeah, it was an awesome
They
show.
really
I was
did.
there too.
It was during all the COVID stuff, and it was
It was outdoors though, right?
outdoors. So it was safe. So we had a really good turnout. It was outside at our friend Jim's house, and and it was we weren't even sure the show was going to happen. Our guitar player's out in I think Georgia.
Oh.
So we had somebody come in do some of his parts. He shows up 2 days prior. He's like, yeah, I got it, and was right on, and so we went right on stage 2 days later to play the show, and it was awesome to to have that people that know those songs and are singing back, and just to be able to play.
Yeah, but
those-
people needed that. They needed that
Yeah.
outside. It was towards the end, outside venue. People
Yeah.
just needed the release, and I think that's what music does for a lot of people.
Yeah.
Is being locked up so long and underneath the scrutiny of everything is you can let go now. And music's always been the way back.
Yeah,
back in the day. And now.
And so many people have said that even after the show. It was like, thank you. Thanks for playing. Thank you for doing this. And that meant a lot,
Yeah.
But yeah.
One of the reasons we're here is because that show happened.
Exactly, because
Oh.
we went there and he was done doing that, and I'm like, well, we were just in the writing process looking for vocalists, and I'm like, well, what are you doing?
I didn't know I
want-
was
you
being
want-
scouted.
You were being scouted.
Damn it.
You want
I'll
to do
be
this
damned.
again, Jay?
I would have wore something completely different.
Oh yeah. Well, that's scary.
Oh, that's awesome. So, I remember I happened to see it on Facebook, and I was like, 25 years.
Yeah.
Damn.
I think I was on stage thinking that, like, holy
Really?
crap. Well, some of those songs it was from when I was 18 or 19.
Yeah.
And so, like, just singing there going, oh my God, I
Cardio.
remember where I was.
Cardio.
Yeah.
Cardio.
Cardio.
Yeah.
And then I think the best part of that was actually the best day of my summer, because I had my family there too. So my
that's
kids
awesome.
came up to sing, and that was like
Yeah, that was
full
amazing.
circle for me. It was like, wow, man, that was great, So,
Yeah.
it was a good day.
Was your approach to has your approach to singing changed over the years at all? Because
Man, well, I got this guy in my ear all the time. Q.
Yeah. Yeah.
Mr. Breathe.
Here we go.
I'm always like,
yeah,
hey, you
you know
want to
what?
try breathing?
Put the gloves on.
It really has. I mean, it really has. I think I think even from working with Eric, John, and Seth too. It's like I'm breaking down the approaches that I used to use, and really kind of going, okay, listen more. Take it in, and really, for me, it's still. I think it's the cool part is it's still exciting because of that. Because now I'm not in that box of where I was. I felt,
Yeah.
and to look at songs differently, to write differently, and that's what these guys bring. They've always brought that, and to be a part of it is definitely changed me,
Yeah, yeah.
And I'm like I said, I'm excited. We released that song, but the other songs that we have on Ready to
so
Go
good.
are just a different take, and we're opening ourselves up a lot more than we used to because we all played hard rock. We played this,
We're
but now
stuck
to,
in a box.
but to be able to like go, you know what? Who cares, man? We're just glad to be playing.
There's no rules to rock
Just
and roll.
musicians.
Right.
Just
Yeah.
be musicians.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Write a song that feels good, and let it, who cares? And that's why I think this crew works, it's because we're so open to that. Egos are at the door, man, and
Yeah.
Check 'em.
play. It's all about music and having a good time and putting on a good show for people.
Yeah.
So,
No, the reason I was particularly curious, and I pay attention to this kind of thing anyway, it's just I was listening to like I mentioned, I played it again recently too. I Am from Perch DI, and I just remember thinking Jay sounds different, like on Beautiful Nightmare. He's just like I wouldn't if I didn't know it was you singing on that, I wouldn't know it was you singing on that. You know what I mean? Like,
does Jay have issues? What's happened? Is he okay?
Does Jay have issues?
but your voice gets deeper too as you get
Yeah,
older, too.
absolutely, and it has. But I think it comes into the songwriters. It's looking at I'm taking an input. He's hearing something. And it's just collective.
Yeah.
And I'm open to that. And I
Yeah.
think before I was just myself, and we were all doing our things with that certain project, which is fine. But you get stuck in that box, and now it's like we're really kind of looking through it and saying, okay, what else can we do with that? I know you have that, but what else
Key
can grow?
changes and things like that, changing the key.
Yeah.
He doesn't have to go as high anymore and stress out the vocal. Let's stay in the range and be real powerful. And that's what we've been looking at. And also, once again, breathe.
Here he goes. Here we go.
Thankfully, 25 years later, we've grown a little bit.
Yeah.
We've expanded.
Just think the next 25, how great we'll be.
Oh, I can't wait. I can't wait. Geriatric tour.
Oxygen tanks and walkers, baby. Let's do it.
We'll try.
Well, so this is a long term. I mean, probably not another 25 years. I would assume you're kidding, but this is a long term project, right? This isn't.
Never know.
This
You
isn't,
never know.
This isn't like just something you're just doing as a side thing. This
No.
is the
No,
main,
not at all.
This
No
is
way.
the main band.
That was a conversation, I think.
We
when
had in the
first
very
got
beginning,
together.
what does everybody want to do? What's your goals? Let's set some goals. Let's meet them.
Yeah.
So we're gonna Friday night. We're gonna meet the second goal. We got the single out. We booked the show 3 months ago, which forces us to get ready and not
Yep.
stay in the studio.
right.
Which also forces us to complete some of the songs that that are moving because now we're playing them.
Yeah.
So I think everybody's goal is we would love to get on a tour and get to do 26 shows in 30 days,
Yep.
and then come around here, do some one-offs, and then possibly go back out again. Long as it lines up with everybody's families and everything that's going on, because we
Yeah.
do have a lot going on outside of what.
I think that's
Yeah.
I think that's the huge difference too. And the part of where we are is we all have families now. I mean, it's the most important thing for all these guys, and,
Yeah.
and we all know that. And that's a conversation we talked about. It. This is that beginning collective.
Yeah.
Sit down and go. What do you want to do?
Well, I've always got pay all the bills for 30 days, and you can do what you want. Check.
Right. Yeah, I mean it's funny, when you're and sometimes too in bands, especially if it's 4 or 5 guys, it's hard enough when you're young and you don't have all the responsibilities that you eventually have later, to just work around everyone's schedules. And now it must be.
We have resources. It's called money.
Well, that's true too. Yeah, so I guess it's a trade-off. Then,
It is
in
a kind
sense,
of a
right?
trade-off.
You've got more responsibilities, but you also have more financial security.
We do
so.
have a little bit more financial security. I feel like everybody does.
Yeah.
It works out that way.
Yeah, no, that's true. That's a good point.
He's the only one in the band that is.
Yeah.
Get out. Come on.
No, I see. You've been doing pretty well. I see online. You've been doing pretty
We
well.
work our butts off. Outside and in the band. So
Yeah.
Yeah, but showing up when we were younger was a lot easier. Like,
Right.
we would
Yeah,
stay
yeah.
till 2 a.m. and play live.
Well, that's what I mean.
10
yeah,
o'clock
yeah.
rolls around. We're like, oh, Eric's like 4 o'clock comes fast. So
Yeah.
those things matter.
Yep.
Or like
But-
the night before doing all the iron-ons, like before a show,
yeah,
and
yeah.
getting a bunch of T-shirts together. You know.
Yeah.
Or the CD presses that you used to have with you
Yep.
put the stickers on the CDs and hang them up.
And then sometimes
I
they
must
get
have done
jammed.
1,000 of those.
They get
Band
jammed in certain
practice, stamp.
Yeah.
I used to just work. and
Chasing the
get paid to
Devil
do it.
here in studio
Yeah.
with us. Now when somebody
And,
hands me a
does
CD,
anyone
I'm kinda
now
like,
have any?
I don't know. Like,
Obviously,
What do you want me to
like
do to
we
this?
said,
does that
this is
weird
the name,
coaster?
but does-
yeah, like
does
just for a
anybody
second
have
it
any other
throws
side
me, and I'm like,
projects
oh, okay.
that you're involved
yeah.
in, or
We
John?
actually have
John?
a CD player
John,
here.
do you have a side project you want to talk to us about?
One of the other guys who don't show
Yeah, I
here,
have
Grand State
a
of Mind,
solo
he,
hip-hop album.
He'll bring in CDs and he'll put them in there.
gonna be
So
solo for a
apparently
while,
it
buddy.
works. But
Yeah, you should put that.
like
gonna be like
somebody
32
gave me
tracks.
a disc recently, and I was
You've
like,
always got a lot
I don't know if I even
Minute
still have
45
anything
None of
to
the,
play
I was gonna say none of the songs go past 2 minutes.
We're on the same page. So yeah.
I have a
this guy
MacBook
knows.
at
This is
home
what
that
we're doing,
might
man.
This is what we
play.
have
I can't
time-
remember
Time and
if it
effort
has
into
that
this, focus, you know.
or not.
Can't
It's an
imagine
old
having a
MacBook,
second.
so maybe.
Got it.
But
This
yeah.
is
Are
enough.
you guys?
And if
are you
there was
having
one,
physical
it would
copies
definitely take a
made, or
backseat.
because
I don't know how I
obviously-
feel about
Oh,
that
that's good.
because, like you said,
Yeah, I
I
think
really
Jenny
don't
likes
know
the
how
idea
I
of going
feel
to the show.
about it.
She
Like,
said in
do
the
they really
chat room
want
she
it? Some
commented
people like
that
stuff to
that's the night
sign.
before her
You know what I mean?
I love the albums.
Yep.
The vinyl's been
So we
coming
need to get, like,
out.
a
So I always
little
thought it'd be cool to have like
section for
you know
Jenny,
one
yeah.
you know
Well,
two
well,
albums. I've always
Jenny
wanted
says she's going.
one
I didn't
album,
get a
so we have one
commitment
side.
from you.
But
That's
all
true.
right, man. And the other side,
See how it
you know,
is, yeah.
Well,
the
4
main-
o'clock
the
comes
full thing,
early.
you have
Yeah.
a vinyl setup. I know a lot
I'll
of
have
people
to
have
dri-
vinyl.
I'll have to
now.
drive her there,
That'd
so
be
I
a cool
guess,
thing, 'cause
I
then
guess,
what I love is that
sounds like
what's
we're going.
missing is the artwork.
So that's cool.
And
That's cool.
and what bands used to do.
By the way,
like,
Joe
you
Friday
check
in
it
the
out.
chat
I
room
remember
says the
just
next
looking through
25
Even the
years
black
are
and
the
white
best.
photos.
Wow,
and
did you
stuff
guys
like
know
that?
that?
you know,
Thanks,
that would
man.
be cool. That'd be
I
like an
kind
adventure
of
if
don't
you got
believe
there
that.
to
Then
do
the
something.
Yeah,
lines
no,
are
man, I
outside.
don't know.
I mean, if
Come on,
you really
wheelchair
geek out on
races?
something, like I always love looking at
Listen,
lines
man.
and notes.
Yeah,
You know,
thank you,
I
Joe.
love
It's Joe,
reading
right?
all that stuff. you know.
Joe,
So
thank you,
Joe
even
Friday.
if it's
Yeah.
full, you know, even if you're full of garbage there, you know,
because
I
the
keep
avenue
that coming. I love
play
that
is so
positive
much
energy.
Yeah.
Slimmer now. than
Yeah.
online, you know? Yeah, right.
Oh,
Yeah.
We'll help Saturday completely off.
Everybody's
Well,
got
funny,
everybody's got facial hair
pricing
now
out
too. That's
to get CDs
kinda
made
different.
for us.
Yeah, it's
And
the hide the double chin,
in the
man.
I was,
section.
yeah,
Exactly.
I was clean shaven
One of
20
the
years
I
ago.
know.
You
Yeah,
can
you
get all
had
your
the
music
hair
on
a
a
little
flash
while
drive.
ago, didn't you?
I did.
You know?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Like, and I was like, wow.
So
Well, they do
Yeah,
almost like a
everybody-
credit card thing. You
3
can
or
just
4
give
years
those
I'll
out,
grow
and they
it
can
out
just go
long.
get the download.
I just thought that was kind of cool.
Now
Well,
it's
here's the
even more
thing.
advanced.
My hair
for that.
does
That's
grow
still
really
old
fast,
technology.
actually.
The credit,
But
like,
then,
it's so
so
old.
I
Like,
grow
just
it out,
pause it, just
and then
airdrop.
but every time I do it,
Give me
I
a
say, "This is absolutely
But
the last
then-
time I grow my hair
But the
long."
weird thing is, so
because I'm
then
getting older,
a
and it
few
looks
years ago,
a
I'm
little
on
silly, and I don't want to look
Bandcamp.com,
like
and I see some of these artists now
What are you trying to say?
doing.
I'm just saying.
cassettes.
Well, you're supposed to start
Yeah.
cutting
And
it
I'm
half,
like,
bro.
what
I
the
am
hell?
growing mine out.
I can't wait to be an
yeah.
older coming back
going
too.
backwards.
It's
You're
I
probably
have
the youngest one in
one
the room.
player at the
8
house.
tracks.
Yeah.
Seth is younger.
One player at the house.
Those are not
Beatles.
coming back.
So every time I grow it
Yeah,
out, I say it's going to be
doesn't
the
really
last
work that
time. And then I grow it out.
I suspect that when someone
and then I
buys
get a
one
cut,
of these
and then I say, well, I'm never
cassettes,
going
it's
to grow it
just
out
to
again.
have it. Like
Like
if
if you're really a fan of the artist,
Yeah,
you're never
you're
going to
lucky,
play
man.
it. I mean, you know, who
Mine
wants to
fast.
deal with
I
the
know
tape
it
hiss
hits
and
this
the,
level.
you know, and it
Yeah.
gets
Gotta have some
curls.
number 2 pencils.
And then
yeah. But I was
And then
stunned
drop.
when I saw that,
And
and
then,
then I
you know,
realized
right now,
I did some looking around.
Yeah,
and it's
well, he
like,
can
wow,
rock it.
these-
I don't
it's like,
know.
you know, these
Yeah, I
trendy
don't know if,
Boston
try
it.
bands that are
For the
like
second
really
album
That's why,
cycle.
that's why I
indie
shave,
and
all, I
they're
shave
like-
all the sides all around.
Cassettes?
So eventually it will just listen.
Wow.
Here's the deal: if they will do the same thing, and if there's a market for it
Yeah.
and money
for
to be
coming to the
made,
men's grooming section.
then they're doing it.
True. Yeah.
That's a fact.
Brought
Because
to
at
you
the end of the
by
day,
Hair
you know, we're in the
Chasing the
entertainment
Devil.
business. That's what we are. So
Yeah.
if it's a trend and you can make money to keep the band going, then we'll make cassette tapes.
Oh yeah, that's good. Yeah, no doubt. Well, that's the other
What-
reason
what
why
made
every
me
time I
laugh
grow
about
my
it,
hair
too,
long,
is
I
so
say
I
that's
used to
gonna
play
be
in a
the last
band
time.
called the
But
Jinx.
we're
And,
here
we
with
had this running
we had
joke
this
in
running
the
joke in the
Chasing the
band
Devil in
about how we
studio
were
with
going
us.
to put out
Do you
a
guys see
see a lot of
say,
musicians
And
that have been around.
and
in the
it was
scene
just
for
a
really long
running
time.
joke we had, and
Yeah,
then
they're all-
years later,
they're like, why are
there
we
I am
still
on
here? Where's the young
Bandcamp, and
guy?
there's somebody selling a cassette.
They're coming out. I'd like to see the
great.
scene get back in Manchester.
So
and
apparently
Boston,
when
for
I was in
matter.
that band,
it
we
was
were ahead of
really-
our time.
It was
We
me that
didn't-
was
we
going to
didn't
say
know
the
it,
day,
yeah.
and then it just kind of went.
Visionaries, man. Visionaries.
We
You know,
were
I feel
behind
like,
ahead at the same time.
Digital
Who knew?
market kind of people didn't know what to do with it.
Just
how to
crazy.
Go, how
Now,
to go forward,
and
how to
as
sell
far as
themselves,
merch, is
which
that
obviously now
are you
is
selling
super
that
easy.
online anywhere or just at shows?
I would
or?
love to see.
Right now, we made
so
we were just trying to get our first run of merch
for the
done.
city.
So and bands coming together. We're going to be selling them at shows, but we'll have an online store
making
pretty
these shows.
soon. We're going to have a bunch of really good bands that'll be there.
Yep.
Absolutely.
Good.
So make it easier for
a community,
people,
too.
you know,
I
that
mean,
couldn't make
from all
the
these
show.
shows,
At
they
least all
get
the
some
people back there.
Yeah.
Think about how many people
Swag.
over the years that have come to meet each other through music.
Yeah.
Oh,
You
yeah.
know, it's like
Yeah.
if-
So yeah, we'll have a bunch of stuff.
Crazy,
I think we're
at a
talking
table with, like,
koozies
a
and
group
maybe
of
some
12 people.
shot
glasses,
glasses.
yeah.
Everybody, shot
Why is
glasses.
it always going to be
Bottle
go
openers.
if it
Drinking.
wasn't for
I don't
that?
know.
A lot of
Hats.
these people and
You
a lot
get a
of
shot
kids wouldn't
glass
be
for
here
your
either.
chasing the devil. Exactly.
That's all
City
it is,
Music
you know.
Hall, yeah.
Just kidding.
Who else
Melanie
is around
and
in chat
Sparse
room
Bands
said at
was
some
around
point the
20 years ago.
satellites
Who
are
else
going to
is still
start
active
crashing
in the
into
scene?
each
Is there
other,
anybody?
and the internet will crash, and
Chicken
people
tires.
they
Yeah.
are for those
Yeah.
CDs.
I-
Well,
I
that's
think
a good
Crown
point.
Jewel
They're gonna have to stop
coming
playing
out.
video
Are they?
games.
I mean, they've always
some
been out,
music
but I
live.
think
Yeah,
they
there
dropped
you
they're
go.
dropping new music.
That's it.
Which
Which
one?
one?
Oh, wow.
You trying to
Crown, but what
the
was the
experience to
band
people to
Christmas
come out?
and
Because that's
fall
what it
that
is about
Trino?
a live show. You can watch it
They're
online.
out and
That's
about
cool.
right now.
Not the same.
Right.
I mean,
Like
it's
you
never
said,
the
you
same.
know,
You're not getting that.
who's the new
thump
ones
and
coming
bass in
around
the
the
There isn't a
chest?
lot. I mean, I'd like to
Yeah.
see
Yeah,
more.
just the energy.
Yeah.
You know, because we're
Yeah.
like hard rock metal band.
Well, that's the one thing
a lot
that
of
you know
melody,
can
not
never
too much
be.
screaming.
Yeah,
you know, that's
can
what-
never
that's
be
what we
really
like, you know,
simulated
but,
online. You know,
as far
at
as
least not yet.
what's coming around, I'm not too sure.
Yeah.
Once
They're
again,
working
we're just
on it.
breaking
Yeah.
back into the
Yeah,
scene again.
eventually,
So
yeah.
we're looking forward to making some friends out
yeah,
there.
you put on the virtual
some shows with
reality,
some
and
other
it's like
bands
you're
that are
the
Grace-
goggles there. and
hopping
It's
on
like
Grace
Facebook.
Drive's
They've
been
been
around,
around.
They've been around for about 4 years.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
They're working on it.
Just
Trigger Toe's
teleport
been around for a
everywhere.
while.
Yeah.
It's gone through a bunch
Well,
of
we
different
are,
lineup
gentlemen, we
changes
are
and,
approaching the end
Mindset
of today's
Access out there
show.
playing.
But,
Yeah.
oh,
Yeah.
if you're
Those
just
guys
joining
will
us,
never
if anyone
stop.
does
Yeah.
want to get in
Steve's
the call,
amazing.
we do have
What's up,
time for
Steve,
one
if you're
more quick call,
listening?
603-250-6007.
Geez, I remember interviewing them.
Thank you
like,
guys
they
again
had
for
to be
those
at least
watching
20
online.
years
I'll
ago,
hold up.
the
And
first time.
you brought one for
No,
Jenny
maybe
as well,
not,
of course.
'cause,
Chasing the
no, 'cause there
Devil
was another
shirt.
band before mine said
Appreciate
that,
it
so
very
I
much,
think,
and I can
all the
attest
guys
it
are-
is soft. I might be
Facebook,
confused,
at
but they've been
Chasing the
around a
Devil
long
Music.
time.
You can
The
find
I'd
us
love to
there.
see the
Give us
boys
a
from
like. You
Canine.
know the
I'm calling
deal.
you out. Canine coming
Canine.
out.
If
you come to the show, come and hang out.
Angry Hill.
Angry
Angry
Hill's
Hill's
still
still
playing.
Dennehy, where are you,
Sounds
brother?
like Jack and I will be there July 15th.
Yeah, we got two more.
Oh,
Yeah,
City
we're
Music
trying to,
Hall.
we're
Yeah.
trying to get,
No,
I think
no,
he hit
looking
me up,
forward to
later
it.
on about this
Absolutely.
show.
Total
We're
of
gonna
7
really get some
people.
shows up. We got
get another show over here.
Hey Matt,
City
seriously,
and
thank
bring
you
some
for
of the old
doing
bands
this.
back
Thank you
with
for
us.
playing
Yeah.
our tunes.
Most of the
and
guys
just
are out
for
there
the
doing
support, man. It
covers.
means a
even
lot
the
to
local
us.
music
They're
support
in the
guys,
scene, but they kind of
huge
much.
to us.
They're not
Yeah.
doing
Oh,
the original
you got
stuff.
it. My
Yeah.
pleasure. Thank you
No, the
guys.
guys
Thank you
from
for being here
Cherry
today.
ST
And
got
Oh, yeah,
this
yeah.
has
Yeah,
been
yeah,
this has been a
yeah.
lot
Those
of
guys are
fun,
great.
and
We'll
it's
do some lands
wow.
down. And, yeah, I mean, some
It's
of us
kind
took
of
some breaks. I went on to
a
play
stroll
with
down
Carolina
memory
Burn
lane.
for a while.
Real
That's
cliche,
located
real
out in
cliche, but I don't know how.
Manchester,
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
No,
we had some fun
really
out
cool.
there.
It's
We
great,
toured
great
with
to see
El
all
Nino.
of you. And
We were going to go with 7 Dust, but the singer had a,
I think
had an
we'll
issue with 31,000
end
feet.
with I'll play it again, of course.
calling you out, Austin.
Beautiful Nightmare.
Oh, man.
This is a great track from you guys, Chasing the Devil.
It's all good. It's all good. He knows. He knows.
New
He knows
music
we're good
coming.
friends
You-
right now.
You
He
probably
actually
don't have an
plays local
ETA on
covers and stuff.
when
You know, you
the
can
next
see
song
Austin.
might
He'll
be.
be at the
Right.
Less,
Yeah, they'll be at the show.
Sooner
Yeah, he
than
plays
later.
around the area.
It'll be
plays
at a,
around
it'll be
stuff
in.
now,
Yeah,
you know.
we're dropping
cool.
the single.
Well, we're good friends, but if I can put any heat on anybody, I'd like to give it maybe a
You might be
3-month
listening
lead.
right
We should
now.
have that.
Right.
You might already know.
That means Bill, he might know right now.
And if he is,
Okay.
I saw the
Oh,
guy.
man.
So.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah,
Yeah, sorry,
yeah.
totally.
Well, I know what song
But
we're
I'd
doing
love to see
then.
that. You know, even like all those bands are having such a great
So we'll
time.
go ahead and
I'd love
announce
to
then the
see,
world
like,
radio premiere
just have
of the
the
next
community
single
of,
from
you know,
Chasing the
really
Devil
great
in
shows.
3 months.
Like, yeah,
Right
oh,
here.
man, there it
Heard
is.
it here,
The
here we
things
go.
on here.
3 months?
Yeah.
3 months or
Have a
less,
really
right
good
here on
turnout,
Matt
have,
Connerton
you know,
Unleashed.
It's a win-win for everyone.
So,
You know,
What I've
Jay,
noticed is
John,
like what's
Q,
coming up in
Eric,
the music right now as far as
thank you
metal
so
and
much.
rock
Thank
is
you.
And
all
Seth
girls
as well, you know,
singing
we
bands
had
And
girls
Seth,
singing
Seth,
Milwaukee.
if you're listening,
Hailstorm,
was
man,
glad
in
you're
a
saving
way,
some
you have a
seagulls.
spirit box.
Yeah.
These bands that are coming out, like
That's good
I
karma.
love
their
So,
vocalists.
and if you missed
And
any
it's
part
like
of
they're
today's show,
almost
of course,
taking
it'll be
the
up in
torch
just a
of
little bit at
metal rock and bringing it back to the
WMNHradio.org and at
front.
mywebsite,
You know, and I'm fine with it.
and of course, the show
Girls
is
bring
right
girls
here
and girls bring
on
guys. guys.
The Facebook. So we'll
always the
close out
rule.
with this again.
You know,
We're going
so
to
they're
play
always there
People
for
Nightmare
you.
Chasing the Devil. Guys, thank you
Yeah,
again
it's
so
not
much.
out of
Whatever I got to do,
question.
man.
Thank you,
Appreciate it.
man.
Thank you.
You got it.
Jenny, you're missed. Where are you?
Flowers. Apron.
I'll do that, but you start going push-up, bro. I'm out.
What about tassels?
Yeah, I love them. I have tassels. I used to have tassels on my bike, man. It was great. Yeah, I'll do that again.
Oh, wow.
Some stuff here.
Keep going, John. I can't wait to drop the glitter on you right before the show, buddy.
It's good
Nice.
for stage presence.
Is that a disco ball?
Yeah,
No, that's John.
That's John. That's the guitarist.
Just John.
Nice.
It would be memorable. People would definitely remember the show. Yeah. Is anybody, that reminds me too, is anyone going to be, the July 15 show, is anyone going to be documenting that? Is anyone, I mean, I know everybody's got a camera. I mean,
we plan on going live for it,
That's-
having at least one of our devices going
Yeah.
live for it. I plan on recording the show, but I don't
And I
think
think
we don't have like a professional
Angel City
outfit.
records it too.
Yeah,
They
that's
put
what
it up
I'm
on
saying.
the screens on all the TVs. It's
Oh.
all live.
Oh,
So
cool.
anywhere you're standing in the bar, you can see the live show going on.
Yeah.
But as far as streaming it live, I would like to obviously do one song at least, but
Yeah.
you know, do the whole thing. Let's do it.
Yeah.
If anybody's interested, give us a buzz.
Yeah.
Get in touch with us.
Yeah. There
Yeah,
you go.
we got people
out
coming
there.
to shoot photos, and
Yeah.
we're gonna we're gonna have to sell the shirts after. You know what I mean? Stuff like that. We'll be by the booth.
And
Yeah.
they're soft, remember?
Yeah, they're soft.
And they're
super,
soft,
super
yeah.
soft tees.
Yeah.
You can rub it on your face before you buy it if you want.
Yeah, you
Just check
well,
out the
Ooh.
softness.
I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know,
Before you
man.
buy it?
COVID protocol.
Yeah, there's a coat.
I
Yeah.
didn't say you like lick it.
Oh, well, yeah. That's true. That is an important distinction.
Taste our shirts.
Taste our shirts.
Scratch and sniff on the front.
It smells like strawberries.
Oh, and it's not. We should have put it on the flyer, but we didn't. A couple weeks back, we went to Angel City and we worked with the bartenders to make a Chasing the Devil shot.
Yeah,
That's going to be featured there that night.
Yep, and some of the proceeds are going to go to the animal shelter.
Oh, wow. Very cool.
Yeah, so
that's a good call. Thanks,
Yeah.
John, for bringing that up.
It's a nice high-end, top shelf whiskey mixed with some Fireball.
Oh, you shouldn't have told anybody. That's the secret sauce.
We already posted it.
Oh, shoot. Yeah. So it's Angel's Envy.
And yeah.
Angel's Envy with
when
a
you're-
splash of,
yeah.
the
So when you're
Fireball.
there, make sure to order yourself a Chasing the Devil.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
That's-
love that the proceeds are going there. That's
Yeah.
yeah. That's what
Do
we
not
kinda wanna
order
do.
the band until they get off the stage.
Yeah.
We cannot have any until we're done. Yeah, that's
Which
the
we
rule.
will.
Well, yeah.
Is that? By the way, is that still? I've heard mixed things about alcohol on stage. I remember back in the day, and when
Jägermeister for days.
and when I was promoting shows like at the old Uptown Tavern, it was such a nightmare to get the
God.
bands to not bring alcohol onto the stage. But I know at one point that was that regulation was taken away, but I think it might have come back. Do you guys know?
They should bring it
Was
back.
there a stage at the Uptown?
There was kind of.
Well.
It was sticky.
Oh no! Actually, at one point there was. Yeah,
it was like 12 inches tall.
Yeah,
Because we used to walk through the windows when we were setting
Yeah.
up to play there, and like
Me and Eric don't want to talk about that show.
I don't remember.
toward the end, they did actually build one, but it was such a hassle to get. There was one band I booked there because I was doing shows there like once a weekend, just these different bands. There's this one band I booked. I can't remember the name, and even if I could, I wouldn't say it. But the lead singer in the band was a bartender at the Brick House in Dover at the time. And so
I know who that is. Sorry, go ahead.
Well, so I'm giving the band the spiel. I'm talking to him because he seemed to be in charge of the band. And I'm like, hey, just to remind you, can't have any alcohol on stage. And this was at the point where they did build they had an actual stage, but like I said, it was pretty low to the ground. Said, can't have any alcohol on stage. This guy says to me, he goes, oh man, if there's one band you don't have to worry about that with, it's us, because I'm a bartender. I'm a bartender at the Brick House. I know how much trouble you can get in. I'm the one, you don't ever have to worry about that with my band.
We know how this goes.
You do. Because not 10 minutes later, I'm standing there with, do you remember Mike, the big guy who was the manager at the
Oh, yeah.
Uptown?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I'm standing there with Mike, and we're talking, and he goes, hey, what's going on over there? And he I can see it in his face. I'm like, uh-oh. And I turn and I look. The guy who just told me 10 minutes ago, oh, you don't have to worry about anything with us. I'm a bar. I know. He's standing on stage holding a beer.
I'm going to use that line all the time. Don't you worry. I used to be a bartender.
I couldn't believe it. And then
Fail proof.
I go up to him and I say, hey, man, you can't have that up here. And he had the nerve to look surprised. And it's like, what?
That was a fun place, man.
Yeah.
We had brawl for it alls in that place. That was a fun place to
The
play.
rule of thumb is don't give the band a huge bottle of Jaeger before they have to play 3 hours prior.
Oh, yeah.
Don't do that.
No.
Yeah.
But we made it through 2 songs, and we weren't playing we were playing different songs.
Oh.
But they sounded great. It was
Everyone's like, that was the best show I've ever
compilation.
saw. I was like, what are you guys as drunk as we are, obviously?
The backtrack really carried it.
No, I don't even think we could hit play if it was possible.
Laptops on its side.
When I hear Uptown, I go, oh.
So, Matt,
Yeah.
those are things that are different now. You know,
Those are some of the things.
we
that are
don't
different.
drink Jaeger anymore. We learned.
No,
Yeah,
we
yeah.
don't. No, we don't.
Sorry about the Jaeger sponsors out there.
Yeah, but we'll take
Yeah.
one, and I'll do a shot then. No.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
There you go. It's interesting for me to hear about what has changed, because I'm in this weird position where I'm like, I still interview everybody who's in the scene, but I'm not really in the scene because I'm not currently playing. I'm not currently promoting shows. I'm just interviewing a lot of people. So it's kind of interesting to me because I've kind of become an outsider looking in. but I'm fascinated by what's changed and what's not changed, and and especially with technology and the internet, so much has changed. Now you're, I think one of the big challenges when you're trying to put on shows is now that we didn't have 20 years ago, even not so much 10 years ago. Now you're competing with the internet. You use the internet to promote everything that you're doing, but you're also competing with it because someone who might have come to your show, maybe they'd rather stay home and play video games on Twitch or something, So it's there's that whole other element now where you're just there's so much else to do.
Like there wasn't the event that you held.
Yeah,
you had that flyer. Yeah. I mean, I remember the flyers. We still have flyers, and Sir Speedy made all our flyers too. Manchester, they're amazing. So I want to give him a shout out. But I remember going door to door, mailing out our flyers and all that stuff. So and that was the only thing because there wasn't a lot of that exposure. So now everyone has options.
Thank you guys again for those watching online. I'll hold up, and you brought one for Jenny as well. Of course, this Chasing the Devil shirt. Appreciate it very much, and I can attest it is soft.
Yeah, Facebook at Chasing the Devil Music. You can find us there. Give us a like. You know the deal. Yep. And if you can come to the show, come and hang out.
Yeah,
it will be a good time.
And it sounds like Jenny and I will be there July 15th.
Yeah, we got 2 more.
Angel City Music Hall. Yeah.
2 more.
No, looking forward to it. Absolutely.
Total of 7 people.
We got
it.
Hey, Matt, seriously, thank you for doing this. Thank you for playing our tunes and just for the support, man. It means a lot to us.
Local music support again.
Thank you so
huge
much.
To us. Yeah.
Oh, you got it. My pleasure. Thank you guys. Thank you for being here today. And this has been a lot of fun. And it's wow, it's kind of a stroll down memory lane. Little cliche, but I don't know how else to put it.
No, that's it, man.
Really cool. It's great to see all of you. And new music coming. You probably don't have an ETA on when the next song might be, right?
Less time than this.
Sooner than later.
It'll be it'll be in we're dropping the single.
If I can put any heat on anybody, I'd like to give it maybe a 3-month lead. We should have that out.
Yeah.
That means we have to keep that word.
Okay.
I'm always the guy for setting goals.
Here he is.
Here, October.
Well, I know what song we're doing then.
The one that's ready.
So we'll go ahead and announce then the world radio premiere of the next single from Chasing the Devil in 3 months.
Yeah,
right here.
There it is.
There we go.
3 months. Jay, John, Q, Eric, thank you so much.
Thank you.
And Seth, he's
and Seth,
seagulls.
Seth, if you're listening, I'm glad you're saving some seagulls.
No aspirin for those guys.
Guys, thank you again so much.
Thank you, Matt. Appreciate it.
You got it.
Jenny, you're missed. Where are you?
Chasing the Devil.